Psychology. Power and behavior. It's power in the mind. Psychology with Mikey.
Just because I think psychology is quite a popular career at the moment.
Is it more popular between men or women, would you say, psychology? Did you find more people in your class that were women, or is it mixed? Or
I think in my entire cohort of about 300 people while I was at uni, there was about 10 guys.
I knew that. I always think, yeah. Why is that?
Which is quite strange, because when you're like reading research, it always seems to be the men that we see research from. So maybe the men are going into research while the women are going into a different area. I don't really know.
I don't know. That'll be something to research. Who's your favorite psychologist, would you say then?
Oh, that's a really, really hard one. There's obviously Freud. A lot of people have heard of him. He has some very questionable theories. But I find it fascinating to read some of the stuff he comes up with sometimes, because I'm like, oh, actually this is kind of true, and sometimes this is so outlandish that I can't believe anybody ever believed it. But yeah, I think he's up there on one of my top ones, just because he's fascinating. And who else do I like? Maslow. He came up with this thing called the hierarchy of needs. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Can you explain that for our listeners?
So basically, it's like this triangle that says to reach what we call self-actualization, which is basically just pure happiness and joy in your life. You have to reach certain kind of stages. So the bottom one is like, I think like shelter, food, and then it kind of goes up in like stages of things that you need to survive, shelter, food, water, to things like love and affection, social groups, self-worth, empathy, those kind of things. And then once you have all of those stages, once you fulfill all of those stages, you will reach self-actualization and you'll be a happy, wonderful person.
Wow.
Power in behavior. Power in behavior. Psychology. Power in behavior. It's power in the mind. Psychology with Mikey. It's psychology with Mikey. Power in behavior. Behavior is thought. Behavior is thought. Psychology. Psychology.
Psychology.